Hello, everyone. It's your girl D Empress Royale, and you are taking a walk with me. Why does Cloud look like Trump? It really do, though. We ain't gonna put that energy up in here. The moral of the story today is there is an energy. This has been a long year for a lot of us, especially those who have been somewhat stripped of our privileges, I should say. The things that we've been used to have been able to do and not able to do, haven't been able to do this year is is affecting people to the point where they feel like giving up. People feel like they're at the point of exhaustion, like they just can't see another way out. So people been having frustrating moments like, why does stuff like just keep happening to me, and why am I not like getting anywhere? Why isn't what people saying manifesting for me? And it's not that some of us are out of alignment, because we have been doing the work, but it could be that many of us are trying to rush the process. Say, for instance, I'm 34. So many of us was born into these travesties that we have had to face. And we've been denied access to our natural gifts, talents, abilities, prosperity from birth. Our entire birthright of promises of how we are supposed to be living and being on this earth has been stripped from us. So think about 34 years of a misuse of my power, a misuse and abuse of who I am as a person. Think of people, literally every step that I have taken towards progressing to be a better me has knocked me down every step of the way. So every chance of success that I had has been blocked for 34 years by something or someone. Okay? So as I trace my life back, I realized that, every person life that I have came into or experienced life with, like I said, I went into their life as a blessing, but I came out of their lives, I left their lives as a lesson. What do I mean by that? That means that people called on me for help. And when I showed up to help, they switched sides and turned greedy. So instead of needing my help, they just decided to use and abuse my help. Okay? So what happens in those moments? In those moments where we are sent to people's lives to be a blessing, they take it for granted, and they take your kindness for weakness. So they think that their negative ways they can pull over you and do something behind your back that they think will not get back to you, and they feel like they can get a bigger uh portion out of the deal than they intentionally want to give you. So they're taking a bigger piece of the pie more than what they are supposed to have. And that's where spiritual judgment gets called, because spiritually they are wrong. Materialistically, they may have manifested, but spiritually they have lost what was theirs in the spiritual realm that they were supposed to have, but instead they were greedy and took more of the earthly materialistic share, which puts another person at a standstill in their life and puts burdens on the people that they're taking from. Okay, so as I came into people's lives to help them, they abused the help for materialistic gain, which didn't get them any further than where they are now. So with that being said, spiritual judgment has to be called on those actions. Spiritual judgment takes way longer than material justice. Spiritual judgment is being called on relationships right now, and material justice is being called on the earthly realm right now. Those two have to combine to work out in our favor to the maximum of our abilities, so that we won't have to need ever again or be put in situations where people can use and abuse us ever again. So this is what's going on, and these type of things take time. So we can't rush this process, because somebody in the mix ain't gonna get the karma that they deserve for mistreating one of God's children who came to the earth to help people whose lives they walked into. So it's hard to move on. It's hard to keep living when all you experience is pain. It's hard to keep going when you have that fear in the back of your mind that the next person that you're going to help is going to betray you. It's hard to move on when so many negative things have happened year after year after year, and they just keep getting worse and worse and worse, to the point where you feel like you can't handle it anymore. Yes, they are tests and lessons for you, because a lot of these things could have been avoided had we listened to our intuition. But at the same time, we are also being used to be an example for those who do wrong, who do people wrong. And if they don't have the best example, what good is karma? What good is karma? Karma is not going to affect them in a way that's going to provoke change into their lives. So we have to be patient and wait for this outcome. And I know that it took all of 2020 for us to get it together, but we have made it to the finish line, and we've crossed the finish line. So, after every race, even though you won first place, you still have to wait for the rest of the games to be done in order for you to receive your medallion. We are about to be crowned. We are about to be enjoying life in a way that we are supposed to. And there's nothing nobody can do to stop us. So just be patient and try to keep praying and try to stay humble and try to be still the best example that you can be, because change is already here. It's already happened for us. We just have to wait for it, and it's almost at the point of arrival for many of us. So be glad with love, loyalty, respect, and honesty. Be patient. Be still. It's almost over. Change is on the way. Promise.